All right, you can see, you can hear, you heard the music of the game. Meowdy indeed, Blinkspat. So after, I think we only took 1 week off for Lauren to move. I moved, as you can see. I don't actually know if you can tell. We have a different backdrop going on here. Look at that. See, I've actually like mostly moved into. Oh no, my ivy's beginning to fall off. Okay, well, but like, so the ivy is here. It's very important stuff. I'm putting up artwork, decorating my apartment. Well, I'm decorating my room. We will decorate the apartment together, me and my roommate, over time. But yeah, so successfully transferred to a new location, with only minimal stress, all things considered. We did lose a week due to non-functional controller, but I think we took a week off. I think we played, then we took a week off because of non-functioning controller. Then we came back when I was back in Toronto, and then we took a week off because I moved, and then we're streaming. There might have been another week that was off, or another week that we were playing. I don't know. Anyway, we're back. I'm here. I'm ready to play some Hades, and what I'm super excited about is that Hades is on a bigger monitor. And by that I mean I've actually got like a television that I had been using as the screen that I played Final Fantasy VII Remake and the various Zeldas on. And so like it's actually pretty exciting to have a more immersive, I'm thinking, experience. I'll be able to see what's going on better. So here we go. Hopefully you will be able to see things better now. I don't actually know how this shape of this is. In fact, I think it's right. I think it's correct. There may be like edges that are cut off, but I don't think so. I think it's good. So yeah, we should be ready to go. I hope you've all been having a good week. If it's been eventful, I hope it's been eventful in a good way. My eventful news is that I'm apparently going to be starting ADHD meds soon. So that's exciting. And maybe I'll be able to remember things from week to week. That I haven't been for the past few years. So we'll see how that goes. So because I have things on 2 different screens, just so you know, if you see me looking like this is me looking over at chat. This is me looking at the game. Chat, game. Chat, game. So you can see it's different than this camera. This is me looking at you. Hi, friend. Oh, yes. Yes, the proper diagnosis is exciting and scary, and I'm glad to have it. But yeah. So that's like minor life change stuff. Minor. No big deal. Hold on. There we go. I've got it fixed. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now we've got it. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, and for anyone who is following my Final Fantasy VI fanfic, I will be hopefully posting up another chapter soonish, but also the podfic version of that I think is actually going to happen. So look forward to that. I might make some Hades fanfic eventually, maybe, since apparently this is a thing I do. So, yeah. Anyway, speaking of Hades, I have rambled for enough minutes. It could happen, Game Master. I haven't written any because I haven't beaten the game, but it could happen. Alright, so last week we didn't play the game because I was moving. But I have now moved, and I'm in my new place, almost entirely settled. Like, seriously, I unpacked within 2 days. Almost entirely. Decorated pretty well within the first week. Tomorrow will be my first, 1 week day here. Yeah, so never underestimate. I am like an unpacking fiend when I move. It's great. But that means that everything is set up. My desk is actually better organized than I think it has ever been. Why would I want to base something on the Aeneid if I could base it on the Odyssey? Because let's be real. If Lauren is going to pick any figures from Greek mythology to write about, Odysseus and Penelope, come on. I am really predictable. I actually really would not mind trying to write about Zagreus. I think he'd be a great character. Sorry for anyone who missed the pre-game discussion. We were talking a little bit about fanfic and how maybe I'll write Hades fanfic. We'll see. But yeah. Long story short, I have a big TV. It's a small TV, but it's a big monitor. It's like that's how those things work. The thing that I was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on is now set up as a second monitor. So now if you see me looking this direction, it means I'm looking at a much bigger and more immersive take on the game than what I've been seeing on my little monitor, which is over here. So if you see me looking down over here, this is me looking at what you're saying. So I will now have my attention torn. It's gonna be great. No, I'm actually really excited because the graphics are really beautiful. So I wasn't able to see on the other screen like the specifics of what's going on here. Like I see that there's like a little like sculpture of somebody's head with a little like crown of laurel leaves. By the way, have I told you that Lauren, the name Lauren, means a crown of laurel leaves, which can be interpreted to mean victory? What else have you got on your shelf, buddy? You've got stacks of books. There's like some plushies. I would love for him to have a plushie of like a monster from Bastion. I think that would be really, really precious and cute. A neat little like in-joke thing. There's a whole bunch of Medusa. Well, Dusa, I'll call her Dusa, specifically said that it was okay for me to kill all of the Gorgon heads, if you'll recall. Zagreus was like, I feel a little awkward about this. And she was like, no, it's cool. It's all cool. And he was like, oh, thank goodness. This could have been really awkward, but I guess that's all right. Yeah, so the last time that we played, we did not escape. I did finally give some friendship juice to the goddesses that I like. Yeah, no, this game uses color really well. Well, one thing that I appreciate, they like black and purple. Purple is a really huge color in this game, which I mean makes sense because chaos. They've chosen and darkness and all of these like. There's like stars. Can you see there's like stars going by? This is Nyx's mirror. Sorry. We're going to be really distracted by the level of detail in this game. Oh my god. They like bothered to shade his pecs exactly. Good job, Hades. This is a very, very thirsty game. Oh my god. Okay, so wait, hold on. We got to take a look at everybody on a bigger screen. Oh my god. Sorry, it looks a lot better. There's like a whole basket of fish. Look at all these like pomegranates. Oh, I can go back here. Oh, but I can't get into trouble here. I want to play Mist. That's on my list. The Mist list. Hi, Fuzzy Werewolf. Yeah, well, I really like that they do a lot of colors that I wouldn't think of as going well together, but because of the way they do it, it works. Like this shade of yellow, this shade of purple, and that incredibly vibrant red. Like the colors are so bold, but somehow they managed to actually go nicely together. Okay, hold on. Alright, so this is our run button. Hold on. See, how do I remember? How well do I remember? Skelly! Skelly, shh. Skelly's making fun of me for talking too much. Hi, Skelly. Oh, I've got friendship juice.
Come on, mate. Won't you say who hired you? Was it Achilles? Couldn't have been Nyx. Is it that big a deal?
Yes. Being nosy and curious and prying and wondering. Yes. Just like me, Zagreus wants to know things. Oh, I can actually see both of his eyes better now. I can see his green eye and then his red eye. I thought it was just in shadow, but it actually looks like his face has darkness right here. Game volume is low. Okay, we can turn it up some. Hold on, let's see. Okay, see how that does.
I am an individual of some integrity, boyo. I protect my sources with my life. You'll have to kill me if you want to make me squeal.
I mean, that's basically what I do. Oh, his little face is animated, and he does his little hands, and his little like jaw flaps, and then he does like a little head thingy, kind of like a Kodama. Sorry, this stream is going to be full of me being really excited about all of the graphical details that I couldn't see before, so I hope you'll be all right with hearing me squeal about that. Oh, he has the coin in his mouth. I don't think I noticed that before. So is that stuff not hair? I think it's hair. Is it a hood? No, it's a hair. It's definitely hair. I don't know. He's a good boy though. I like him. Actually, I probably shouldn't call him a boy. He feels like he's probably older than me. As an individual of some integrity and protect his sources. It's not really sources. Like that's like what journalists have to do. But whatever. That's fine. It's fine, Skelly. Okay, well, he's not going to tell me. Let's see. Can I get any brooding points here? No. I think I've run out of brooding things to say, at least at this point. 37. That remains the same. I don't think that's changed. Oh, do I have the gun equipped? I think that's bullets. Because there's my blob.
Got it.
I'm empty.
Oh, they're like, wait, hold on. What were you saying?
I can't.
Oh, he's so mad. Oh my god, the animations are so great and detailed. Wow, I had no idea that they had so much going on here. Amazing. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Okay. Why was I using the bazooka in my last run? Hold on, let's see. It totally has a... It totally looks like it has like a bird's head here, though. Oh, so this one's got glowy blood. Reveal. Oh, the aspects.
You're telling me your secrets.
Oh, 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 okay. Specialized in another type of fire. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, it's clever wordplay because she's the goddess of the hearth, which is like a fireplace, which is where fire goes. But also when you're talking about like gunfire, machine gun fire, or firing on someone with a gun, see, it's the same verb, it's the same word, but a different meaning. So it's a clever play, you see, because these two different meanings of the word fire both apply to Hestia, according to what this game is telling me. I'm trying to figure out, like, it looks like it's like a bird. See, like it looks like it's like a bird. It's like his beak and his glowy eye. It's the aspect of Zagreus. I want to see the Hestia version. After you manually reload, your next shot is... Oh my god! She is totally shotgun grandma. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Because, like, that's the gun that you think of, like, Kashink, right? Like, and then you go fight zombies. Most of my understanding of guns comes from video games, and I'm really not interested in shooters overall, although I did play the Max Payne. There's only 2 games in the Max Payne series, you see, and I have played them both. But it's mostly, like, what people talk about shooting zombies with. So... This is currently beyond reckoning. Oh! Infernal arms reveal new aspects to their bearers when the Fates decide. What are you up to, Fates? I love that Eris stole this. She is definitely not high on my list of, like, you don't want, just like no dealings with Eris if you can avoid it. Like, just don't. She's bad news. Oh my god. Hitsuki says shot through the hearth and you're to blame. Okay, I like Bon Jovi. Both ironically and unironically. It's good music. Ha. Foes slain. Oh, it tells you. Hold on. So reveal. Oh, so you have to equip it and then it reveals it. Okay, so if I'm like, I'm gonna put on the bow. And then it has the reveal option.
Coronat, is this what you really are?
The Centaur Lord, whose name I can't say right. I don't know what this means, but Hera got mad. Chiron. So it tells you successful escapes highest heat. I don't even know what that means. This is the one I should equip to get maximum darkness, which I don't really need. Oh, instead of firing a blob, it powers up your next arrow. Oh, fantastic. I can do that. Here, even mortal companionship can be eternal. It's great. This is fantastic. Okay. Why do I have this equipped? Striking foes from behind. That's why. Distant memory. There's a skull on it. The lucky tooth does look like a tooth. Cosmic egg is cool. The plume is really pretty. Hermes. Dionysus. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hermes appears to be certainly the only Olympian so far whose boon, or not boon, but whose keepsake does not have to do with Hermes boons, you know? Like all the rest of them are, I really like that. Personally, I would be more interested in that, but probably if you want to like play the game properly and like be like a serious gamer doing serious Hades runs, probably this is good. Yeah, no, so the B button is for blob. It's your blob. That's what it is. Oh man. Oh man. I hope that Hades cosplay people have all of these items and stuff. This would be super useful. You know, sure, why not? Let's give it a try. Are you ready, folks? Let's do it.
One more time.
Alright, Zagreus. I'll try not to get you killed because I'm squealing over the details.
Dionysus.
Oh, hey, buddy! I like Dionysus. He's my friend.
I gotta hand it to you, Zag. You don't back down. You don't ever back down. What is this, like the 20th time that you've attempted to escape?
More than that, but probably 20th since you actually showed up and were able to be seen. Oh my god. Like, that's just really cute. I just really like that. He's just like, man, good job. Okay, so his eye is not, he doesn't have a dark patch there. You can see like now here. It's the Hades eye that is not in shadow in this portrait. Persephone eye is interesting though. If Persephone is going to be green, which she should be, then you have the green and the red for ultra high contrast. Fascinating. It is very dramatic. Okay, hold on. Oh, I haven't done this one before. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, hold on. I've obviously forgotten how to play this game. I got frozen. I got frozen mid pulling out my bow. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Alright, let's see how well I do, folks. Ooh, that was the backstab thing in action. Oh, there's a chaos thing. Whew, backstabbing in action.
Should come in handy.
Oh, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? What do we think? Should we do it? Oh! Oh! Remember last time? Remember we got the extra life? I have so many lives. So many lives. Do you want to do it? Or visit Poseidon? Sure.
Going in.
Why not? Oh, he dives. He like actually dives in. He sounds a little bit afraid when he says, "Going in." Oh man. Hi, Chaos.
As we become acquainted, son of Hades, I shall make myself quite clear in one respect. I fear I have a lack of patience for discussion.
Oh.
When visiting, please merely listen, accept my mark, and then depart. Respond only when necessary, or when prompted. Yes.
I would not do well. I would find this... I mean, to be fair, if I were to find myself in this situation right here where I was confronting Chaos Incarnate, probably my ability to keep my mouth shut would not be the biggest problem in this situation. But I'm not gonna lie, it would be a problem. Oh, the marble is the earth. Do you see the marble is the earth? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see that? Did I see that before? I don't know if I did, but I see it now. And the forehead symbol is the thing that we see on the ground. I like that they're just like, please don't talk to me. I am not interested in being your friend.
So it's just like when I get those messages from the Olympians. Wait, you did just prompt me, Master Chaos, didn't you? Or should I have remained silent just now?
Zagreus is my boy. So obviously this is not the same as being confronted with primordial chaos. But when I was in 7th grade, Texas history class, my teacher offered to pay me $5 if I could just not talk for an entire class period. And I immediately wanted to know what the terms were, so I tried to ask her some questions to clarify that. And she said that disqualified me. But the point of that story is that, like Zagreus, I would be like, okay, so it's like this thing. Wait, am I allowed to speak? Does this count? Am I in trouble? Me and Zagreus, folks. We are on the same page. Because he can actually talk to Chaos, as opposed to the Olympians, where like the Olympian telephone is like a one-way phone. This right here, this is just literally, this is like, there are a number of things that Zagreus has said and done over the course of this game that I'm like, me and him, we got some things in common. But this is definitely one of them. I'm so delighted. Oh my god. So I think I mentioned to you folks that I told my mom that I was playing this game about trying to find, this character's trying to find his mom in Greek mythology, because those are things that she can get. So I might take a screen cap of this and be like, hey mom, somebody just told this character not to respond when they speak. but he's me. So he wants... Look, if I ever don't have something to say, I'm an imposter.
Offer you advice, but you were prompted, yes. You may speak freely, then or any time, despite my wishes that you not do so. Absolute silence is my general preference. It may not be yours.
Oh, that's interesting. Chaos is like, this does count as being okay, but also you can keep talking whether I want you to or not. You may choose not to. Absolute silence is not my general preference. Oh my god, Zagreus and I would totally be the kids who are getting in trouble in school because they'd be like, well, you guys stop talking in the middle of class. You sit over there. You sit over there. Do you have any idea how many times that happens in my life? I am, in fact, immune to silence. Okay, if I ever have laryngitis, if I ever lose my voice, do not think that stops me. I assume you all know me better by now than to think that that stops me. I will continue to croak until I can croak no more, and then I will start writing on paper. I've probably done more than one stream where I was losing my voice. Oh, man. They have... I'm sorry, we're going off on complete tangents off of Chaos. Hi, welcome to Lauren's stream. I talk a lot. No, back when I was first putting together an OkCupid profile ages ago, they ask a bunch of questions to kind of prompt you to talk about yourself. And one of the questions was what are 3 things you can't live without? And I'm like, my voice. I'm sorry, I know that's not the answer you're supposed to give, but come on. How many hours have you all watched me talk? I talk a lot. A lot. And I know it. But yeah, so I appreciate though that Chaos, I don't know that Chaos is going to punish Zagreus for speaking. Just I would rather you not. Chaos does... I feel like Chaos says exactly what they mean to say and no more. They don't just chat for the sake of chatting. Whereas a number of the Olympians share my vice of liking to hear your own voice. And I make fun of them for it. But no, I think that Chaos... What are you after, Chaos? Why was I hidden from you? I'm very curious and afraid. Oh man, excruciating strike. Whoa, man, that's a lot more damage. We're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
It shall be done.
God, their voice is so scary. God. Why did that not shoot that one? I wanted that to shoot that one. That's what you get. I'm not gonna sing, but I'm thinking it. Oh, hold on. I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh, I got a trap kill point. Cool. Oh no, I don't want to get hit. I'm trying to not get hit. Apparently, that's the thing I'm trying to do this time around. In this room, anyway. I did it. I did it.
I'll take that.
I totally did it. I totally did. Did you see that? Did you see that? I don't think I took any damage. Did I take any damage? I don't think I did. Yeah. So proud of myself. Oh.
It's clear.
Yay! Pum pa pum
Power of the
pum.
gods.
Pum pa pum
Stronger
pum
still.
pum.
There we go.
Yay! Hello, friends. Oh, I can't go into the pond, so I'm just gonna make a big old mess here. Just making sure there's nothing hidden, you know? Like, that could happen. Alright, so... money or shopping? I like this kind of stuff because then I can get the contractors. Did I just do it again? I think I did. Oh man. I don't expect that to last though. Yeah. I thought that was gonna hit me. I don't know how it didn't.
My chaos boon evolved a new effect.
Evolved a new effect. Does that mean that we did the thing? Okay. All right, it's time for Uncle Poseidon.
Let's go, Doomstone.
Oh shoot! Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Don't do that.
Oh, I must have... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Holy crap.
Dead.
Okay, well I took a lot of damage there. Have I? Hold on. Who have I not given it to? Okay. My two least favorites, obviously. Who's the undiscovered one? I want to know. Don't tell me. Oh my god. Okay, so I've been doing a good job of giving it to my friends. I didn't get a gift from Dad. I haven't given one to Thanatos. Or Meg. Or her sisters. Oh, you can't give any to her sisters. That's garbage. I wonder what would happen if I gave murder a friendship juice. I'll have to give one to Meg at some point. Okay, fine.
You've come to know your Uncle Zeus by now, correct? Just want to let you know, good Zeus gets very busy on the regular. So you just stick with me. I've always time for you, nephew.
See, like, Poseidon can't be supportive of me without taking a dig at Zeus. Which, I mean, to be fair, I can't resist taking a dig at most of the Greek gods. So really, I shouldn't be throwing stones here, but I am. Also, do you notice his little, like, head thingy? Those are seahorses there. I loved seahorses when I was a kid so much. Like, they were like magic. Anyway, Poseidon, god of the sea. The seas and all the surface of the earth bend to his every whim. That's true. Don't mess with the sea. Just don't. Oh, wow. Are any of these faded? No, okay. Special. That's so much more damage. We're gonna do that.
Let's make some waves, right, Uncle?
Let's make some waves. Yes. Zagreus. Yes. I need health. Oh, good. Thanks,
Let's
Dad.
see your relatives upon Olympus get you out of this.
Oh, you can see his face. Dad.
Surrounded.
Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
You are dead.
Zagreus doesn't think I'm gonna die. He thinks they're gonna die. I mean, maybe he's right. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
To hold on.
They had their chance.
What does he mean by they had their chance? I did live by the skin of my teeth, but I did it.
Which way?
This one, definitely. Because that one has harder monsters, and this is gonna heal me. Holy crap! Oh, jeez, no!
We're not finished.
Oh my god, his voice acting is so good. The way he says things through gritted teeth is just so effective. I was really hoping I was going to do a no damage run at this room and get through it with, like, 1 health.
Birthright.
But I didn't quite. Is that my birthright? I don't know if it is. She's technically not my mom, but I think I'm doing okay. I wouldn't have wanted to lose that life when I did, but I suppose
Destroy you.
we don't usually. Wait. Oh. Can I go shopping while there's these guys? God, I do so much damage. Oh my god. I do so much damage. Holy crap. There's more. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, you guys have the extra health. Go away. I'm having some trouble here. I feel like I was doing really well at the beginning of this run, but not so much now. How much money do I have? Not enough. Okay. Prometheus stone. Alright. Tragically, I don't get this, but maybe I will eventually. Sure. It's a little bit of money. You know, as much as I want health, my policy is always friendship. I might regret this. But hi! Ahoy! Hello, friend.
Now you be careful out there, Highness. The kindly Megara is out for blood.
Kindly.
She kept on groaning about the last exchange between the two of you. You must have showed her good.
Oh, does that mean I'm gonna have to fight Meg next? Well, that's alright. We'll see. Maybe she's upgraded. See, they're the kindly ones. See, so it's funny, but he's saying it sarcastically.
I think I might have gotten lucky.
Definitely darkness.
Good idea.
More darkness.
Gives me more health. Alright, let's go do this.
So long, Highness.
Friendship.
Charon's shop.
No! That's okay. Oh well. Hi, Karen. That's okay. My bow is spiky. Alright, well I don't get to visit any of these friends or do any of these other things. But I will do more damage to undamaged foes, which is not going to help me here at all. That's okay. It's fine. It's all good. I'm actually going to do this because I don't even know what I want.
Which sister this time?
Oh, man.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it is Meg.
I have to level with you, Zagreus. For all we've been through, never once have I wanted you to meet my sisters.
Is that because you don't want him to be subjected to your sisters trying to kill him? Or is that because you don't want your family to know your boyfriend?
Can't imagine why not. We had a lovely time getting to know each other. We laughed, we cried. My only regret is that you couldn't be there yourself.
I love him. He's the sassiest boy. He's the sassiest boy. I love him so much.
You don't know what you're saying. There's a reason that they're not permitted in the house. Oh, come on. One of us is going back there now.
What is her relationship with her sisters, I wonder? Hold on. I mean, we're listening to the music, but also... I mean, okay, we're mostly just listening to the music right now. I forgot what I was gonna say because I was listening to guitars. I'm sorry. Lauren EXE has stopped working. It's so perfect. Anyway. So Meg is like, I am allowed to try to kill you over and over and over again and to hurt you. But I don't want my sisters to hurt you because that's too much. First of the Furies, though, would imply that she's the eldest. God, those guitars are just delicious. I'm sorry, like... I'm just... The tone on those... It's a specific genre, a specific, like, era and style, and I can't think of... Is it, like... Is it, like... Breaking Benjamin? something. I don't know. Anyway, it's really good. Alright. Oh, she's hungover! Haha! You could probably use a party. Oh. Oh, she's invulnerable. Oh, she's got little witchies. Oh, geez.
Shields down.
Oh, geez. See if I remember how to... If I remember how to fight her.
Come closer, Zagreus.
See, like...
Come riches on my authority.
Wait. She hasn't done that before. At least I don't recall hearing her do that. Oh, jeez. Come on. Ah, shoot. Okay, we're starting that one. She's saying more than I'm used to her saying. Oh shoot, I didn't realize that she was out of her spinny thing there, but she was. What's the... Oh shoot!
No.
That was so close. I shouldn't have lost that life. Why are you fighting so hard, Meg? What are you trying to prevent? What are you trying to do? I don't know. I shouldn't have lost that second life there, though. That was clumsiness. Oh.
The Erinyes, known also as the Furies. They are the trusted sentinels of Lord Hades, charged with torturing the worst of mortal kind, and ridding the underworld of any fool enough to trespass where they do not belong.
They'll just have to try harder next time.
Alright. I'm curious about Meg. She seemed a little different in that fight. Oh, hello, Dad.
Enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel.
You already said something like that. Sassy, mixed sass, Dad. Inspect.
My keepsakes.
Do I want to keep this? Or do I want another life? Oh, I was leveling that one up. As much as I do want to use that, if we get through the Hydra, then I'll put that back on. But we're gonna do this. because I don't have. Okay, what have we got here? What can I sell? What can I sell? Either one of these would give me enough. I kind of want to get rid of Hangover. I don't think Hangover is as useful as having another life, frankly. I think I'm gonna do it. Done. All right, excellent. We're gonna go on and do this. So it shows me that I used the bow and I've gotten the Titan's Blood. But I haven't used the bow to get the diamond up here. Okay, hold on.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh! Oh! Hold on, we got a brood.
This place has definitely seen better days.
It has indeed. Apparently it used to be beautiful and be my mom's place. Sure. Why not? 2 chaoses is in one trip? Hold on. I gotta take your little teeny bit of money. Alright. What's up?
In the name of Hades.
I mean, as much as this is epic. Oh, jeez. This is a really bad location. I don't use cast. That's so much. Because I bet the traps is lava. Sure. Friendship! To all the earthly remains, no burdens, no further debts to be paid, not less can rest his weary bones. I'm figuring it out. Hi.
Just in time, Your Royal Majesty. Got something real good cooking right here that you're gonna love. You hungry? Yeah?
I was so close to bringing her. I was gonna bring her acorn and she would be excited. Oh man, well next time maybe. I love her. So she's not traditionally beautiful. Like, she's very strange looking because they really leaned into the fact that she's a tree. I respect that. It's very interesting. They have committed to what they're doing with her aesthetically.
Am I ever? You're always so generous. And you're always cooking. And singing. Do you have many guests come by? Your place seems somewhat off the beaten path.
I think if I were to cosplay anyone from this game, I think it might be her. I don't know.
What, you think I get a lot of guests here? No, but I like cooking anyway. It's like singing in a way. Keep getting better the more you try. Turns out a bit different each time.
I relate to Eurydice too. I love her so much. She's exactly the kind of like the kind of woman that I would want to like grow up to be, you know? Like, I thought that I would want to be like, I don't know, more the like what you think of as Eurydice, as this like, you know, delicate sweet girl. I was like, oh, clearly that's like the hero of the story or whatever. No. I've written a character kind of like her. Her name was Eve. She had bright green hair because she dyed it. Oh man, sometimes I want to pick up some of my old stories and rewrite them. Yeah, no. So I really enjoy a lot of characters and stories and a lot of stories. And I can love a character that doesn't necessarily feel like a character that I would have written, a character I would have created. But sometimes you come across a character who just kind of feels like home. And like, so Zagreus and I clearly have certain things in common, mostly to do with us being like incessant talkers who are very nosy and want to help people. We would get into a lot of good trouble together. No, but Eurydice, like, as much as I was really not sure about what they chose to do with her because it's so wildly different from most interpretations of Eurydice, she's like one of the most like home characters. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, I would feel safe hanging out with her. I mean like the creation of this character, like she's emerged from a brain like mine. Like I feel like I could step into like her or writing her and I would be perfectly comfortable. You know, like she's the character I could most easily write in this entire game, even though she is nothing like how I have thought of Eurydice for my entire life. She's just, I really love her. I'm really curious though. I'm really curious about her and because their take on Orpheus is also very interesting. And I'm really curious about Eurydice and Orpheus in this context with these characters, with these personalities. How did they get together? What about them drew them together? You know, like, I could see Orpheus being like, ah, yes, you are my muse because she's full of life. But then I kind of wonder, was she more of the ingenue before? And she saw in him something like inspiring and beautiful. I mean, or did they bond over music because music is so important to both of them? I don't know. I want to know. I want to bring them together and have them talk. I don't know if I'm going to get to do that, but I really want that. Anyway, I love their Eurydice. Despite myself, I did not think I was going to because she's so wildly different, but I love her. Also, she has elfy ears. She's pretty great. This is like my philosophy on baking and cooking and just... I would like to think that I would be all sassy and clever like Zagreus, but I would just be Eurydice. That's what I would be. Amazing. Okay, I only have one boon. Man, it's so pretty. I love her. I really like the characters in this game. Even the ones, especially the ones who aren't.
See you again.
Careful, hon.
Oh my god. I just love them so much. What?
Thanatos.
Oh, what?
I sensed your presence here.
Death
Thought I might
approaches.
find you all the way out here. Although, quite frankly, I'm surprised you're still alive.
He can just like show up other places. Do you see the figure sitting on the I don't know what that is, but there's a figure sitting there with their arms wrapped around their legs. They're looking like they're despairing. That's so interesting. Sorry, Thanatos, I got distracted. Anyway. So it has been pointed out to me that Thanatos uses a scythe, which is what we think of as death, wields a scythe, but also has a sword, which is more traditionally, apparently, Thanatos' weapon. His music is creepy, as it should be, but there's banjo. And cello. bells. That's good. That's that chiming bell right there. And then you got the like weird, like, so we've got the slightly detuned mallet percussion there. When things are like slightly detuned, it has a very good like disorienting effect. You know, there's definitely a theremin. No, I'm talking about the ting, ting, ting. There's a lot of theremin in this game, which makes sense because we have to do with death and ghosts and the undead, and theremin is traditionally used for spooky music. Speaking of, there's gonna be a new Addams Family, apparently. I think I'm excited. No, I am excited, because isn't Catherine Zeta-Jones going to be Morticia? Anyway, if you haven't yet watched, what is it, The Mask of Zorro, in which Catherine Zeta-Jones and, oh, I'm blanking on his name, just like literally sass each other constantly. It's amazing. I love it. It's just, they're just sassing each other and flirting while sword fighting each other's clothes off and having banter. I'm just like, literally, that's all we need in life. Antonio Banderas, that's the one. Thank you, Vi. He's fantastic. It's purely my brain being bad that I forgot his name. Anyway, all of that is a bit of a tangent off of Thanatos, Death Incarnate. He looks worried and kind of sad. That's the thing here. Like, Meg seems angry at Zagreus, and I think Thanatos has good reason to be angry, and he is, but he's also sad and worried.
I can hold my own in case you haven't noticed then.
Zagreus! Oh my god, is Thanatos his, like, protective boyfriend who thinks that he can't hold his own? Oh, and Zagreus is like, no, I'm a grown-up and a serious fighter. I can take care of myself. I don't need you to protect me. And Thanatos is like, I am literally the embodiment of death, okay? Like, look, there's another figure over here in the upper left corner who's also like this. So we've got these like background skeletal figures who are like in clear postures of grief and despair. I like that. It gets at like the hopelessness here.
I haven't, Zag. Now stand back and let me show you how it's done.
Oh my god. Okay, I can absolutely see why people ship these two the way they do.
And here they come.
Oh my god.
Here they fall. Another gone.
No, I'm trying to kill them. Excuse me, but do you mind? That's not fair. No. Oh my god, Thanatos, are you cheating? He's cheating, isn't he? What are you doing? What even are these special effects? What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he marks them like he's gonna kill them. Oh my god, I'm dying here because I'm trying really hard to kill at least one of them. Oh, nope, he's marked that one for death too, and I'm just stepping in all the lava. Can I get this and also talk to him? A gift, he says. Okay. I killed 5, he killed 15. And that's, I think, better than last time. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Wait, hold on. I thought I had... Do I not... I don't get to give him... I'm gonna give him friendship juice one of these days. I have friendship juice. What's up, Thanatos? Friend?
What's with the look? You had your hands full, now you don't, thanks to me. Seems I'm left to thanking myself, since you're too proud to do it.
Thanatos is here to show us Zagreus' character flaws because we don't see them, because we are in Zagreus' perspective. You know? So we see things from Zagreus' perspective, and most of the people who interact with Zagreus fall into one of two categories. Either they recognize him for being the polite, wonderful, loving, good-hearted boy that he is, or they are so unreasonably anti-Zagreus that you can just discount everything they say about him. Like, sorry, does Meg have any valid points? I don't know. I couldn't hear them over the sound of her generally being awful, you know? And, like, Hades is an abusive father, so, like, just discount everything he says. So Thanatos is different because of all the characters. I really think he is the only person who clearly, like, loves and is good to Zagreus enough that, like, I trust his judgment, and yet he points out things where I'm like, oh, I think you're right about that. Like, when he's, like, mad at Zagreus for ghosting him, basically, I'm like, no, that's valid. That's valid. And the way that Thanatos is like, I'm hurt by that. Like, I really am personally hurt by that. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's valid. And so him being like, you're too proud. Because, like, Thanatos is not trying to kill you, you know? Like, so many of the others feels like he's not trying to stop you even. He's actually trying to help. And it is interesting that Zagreus doesn't take that and accept that. It speaks to a prior relationship between the two of them. Like, my guess here is that Thanatos looks at Zagreus and is like, he is brash and doesn't always think things through. He's extremely determined even when it's frankly stupid to be. You can't trust him to take care of himself because he's still learning and he's not actually like an all-out god. And he's also, like, you know, kind of immature and makes decisions that I guess Thanatos thinks are questionable. And it's not that Thanatos thinks that he's incompetent or completely incapable, but he's like, oh honey, you need some help. I will take care of you and protect you. And my guess is that perhaps when they were younger, I'm sorry, I'm projecting. My guess is that when they were younger, probably Zagreus was softer and squishier and made worse decisions, and all of the stubbornness that he has now might have gotten him in worse, bigger trouble. And so maybe it made more sense when they were younger for Thanatos to, as death incarnate, as like strong and powerful and confident, to be like, I will protect my soft boy. And I think that Zagreus has outgrown that, if that ever was true of him. And so he is very frustrated that Thanatos is not basically not trusting him or allowing him to do his own thing, even though Zagreus is really kind of depending on the kindness of others to help him. Like, Nyx helping him. He accepts Nyx's help without any question, and frankly, he couldn't do any of this without Nyx's help. She did this. She set up the Olympian telephone. She, like, has made it so, like, Hades can't stop him. She's done a lot of stuff. We don't even know half of what she's done. I'm sure it'll come up. And Zagreus is grateful to her. Thanatos is in his own way trying to be helpful when he could just as easily be impeding me, which I think is probably what he's supposed to be doing. And Zagreus does not accept his help. And it doesn't seem that Thanatos has wronged Zagreus. It does seem like Zagreus has wronged Thanatos. I think I like Thanatos as a character. What do you think? Do you get that impression? Because I kind of do. Oh man. So yeah, so Thanatos is telling us, you know, Zagreus runs from... Zagreus can't confront his own problems. Like, he hid from the hard thing, which would be telling Thanatos he was leaving. And he is too proud to admit that he specifically is that help from Thanatos is helpful. Alright. Zagreus, my friend, you have much better taste in men than you do in women. Just saying.
supposed to say when he gets like this?
I mean, thank you is pretty clearly, I think, what you're supposed to say there, buddy. Just a thought. I did really badly that fight. Well, maybe I didn't actually. I've still got my lives. Hello over there. Just hanging out. Well, I'm excited that you can just run into Thanatos now. Like, that's exciting. That makes runs more interesting. Like, you can just show up and be like, hey, Zag, what's up? Oh, boy.
Away we go.
Cool. Damn. I wanted to look and see if there was anything there. This guy's doing interesting stuff. Blowing himself up.
Who dies next?
Hopefully not me. Oof, you're blowing up. Please don't. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's really cute when he calls him Uncle. Hi, Poseidon. That felt like a tough one, but I think I did okay. I don't know that this is a matter of lore so much as my personal opinion, because this isn't even lore. This is Lauren psychoanalyzes the characters of the game. Possibly, like I said, projecting personal experiences.
In the name of Hades.
Hi, Poseidon. Strong-willed, sea-commanding brother of Lord Zeus and Lord Hades. Okay. Oh, man. Epic. Boons, well, knockaway effects, also rupture foes. Do I have any boons with knockaway effects? I don't think I do. That's okay. Like this, I think would be better, actually. Yeah, even if it's not as special as the others, like... I'm taking it. Oh, my special has knockaway? Okay, well, too bad. You ready to get my butt kicked by whatever's happening here? Where are you? Where are you? I'm low on health. Oh, you're the sonic boom guys! Oh no! Oh, but you're on fire. That's good. You be on fire, not me, though. Okay, cool. Yeesh. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I heard one over here, I think. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's on fire. Yes, be on fire. Much better for you to be on fire than me to be on fire. Oh, sounds like there's a bunch of them. Oh, God. There are. Oh, no! Are you serious? Oh, my God. I do not approve of this. Okay. I thought there was a thwomp. Where did the thwomp go? Oh, did I kill the thwomp?
Power of Olympus.
I don't have a lot of options here. Oh, they do both have knockback. Okay, well, whatever. That's a bigger percentage increase, I think, so we're gonna do that. I killed the thwomp. I didn't even notice killing the thwomp. I just freaked out about the thwomp. I one-shotted the thwomp? Okay, that would explain it. I think I'm gonna stick to Hermes over here. Wait, is there a third option? There is... monies. No, I don't have any money at this point, but I have so much friendship juice. So much friendship juice. Amazing. I have one shot at the thwomp, though. That's exciting. Listen to the guitars. Ah, darn it.
Damn it.
Might help if I actually use my special. Jeez, I'm really not doing well here. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. Wow.
Lucky too.
Oh my God. I just like lost like 3 lives on those guys. Oh, I do appreciate being able to knock this guy into fire. That's pretty great.
My boon from chaos is transformed.
All right. Hello, Hermes.
I've got a keen eye, boss, so I happen to notice you've got a certain tooth you're carrying about. No, you're in the land of the dead and all, but don't you think that comes across as just a little odd?
He said, no, you're in the land of the dead, but it actually makes more sense for it to be you're from the land of the dead. I appreciate that. Hermes is like, what is wrong with you?
Skelly's tooth?
Yes. Dash more times in a row. Oh, I do like that. Oh, that's a lot of dashes. Do I need that many dashes? Maybe. No. Briefly become sturdy. That sounds good because I'm on my last life. Oh my God. Amazing. Do I have any money? I don't because I haven't been getting any money. Alright. We're going to do this.
Steady now.
And I feel like I... Ka-ting. Ka-ting. Oh. It's a safe chamber.
Good enough to eat.
Okay. Sure. Oh, no. Interesting. This is a shop, but he's not here. His shop isn't set up. I don't know that I've seen that before. Well, I guess I'll just wreck everything. He's like, you don't have any money, kid. We're not going to be able to fight the Hydra. It's nice knowing you all. But this run is ending now. Oh god, especially if it's the upgraded Hydra.
Bone Hydra, you look positively smashing.
Oh, he's such a cute boy. Wait, hold on. Is the Hydra saying trans rights? Because it kind of looks like it is. Holy crap, what are you doing? It's like dropping like the X-Men symbol. Oh jeez. Okay, now it's bad babies are here. No, no. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's one down. Oh, jeez, that was not good. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez. It's gonna do a pattern change soon and I'm gonna be really sad about it. Oh no! Bad baby time. Bad baby time. Oh, there's so many bad babies. I actually think I did pretty well, all things considered, that time around.
I'll get that Hydra.
Let's just shake the blood out of his hair. Well, we got a lot done. Hello?
Hey, did you see? My brother. He's come back. He's here somewhere, I think. Good old Thanatos. He's so busy all the time, he never talks to me. Kind of like your dad with you, I guess.
Oh, no, that's different, though. Interesting, though. I wonder what the relationship between Thanatos and Hypnos is like. Because, like, Hypnos gets, like, all sparkly. He's like, oh, my brother is so great. He's so cool. I'm so happy he's here. Oh, but he doesn't spend any time with me.
Indeed.
Oh, that's right. I got a special bed for my puppy, who's not here, but he's got a special bed anyway. Hello.
I found another weapon waiting for me in the courtyard, Achilles. Exogryph. Never entirely believed it was real.
Oh man, Achilles, please drop some lore on us.
Between us, lad, I wish it wasn't. Was such a thing available to my enemies during my fighting days, I surely would have come here even sooner. But I trust you have the training to use it well. May it serve you as it served the fire goddess Hestia. She hasn't needed it in a while.
Yeah, they're like, hey, if you didn't notice that that this belongs to Hestia. That's cool. I suppose if they're thinking about her as fire and it's fire, I suppose that makes sense, but...
I'll use it to the best of my ability, sir.
Okay, I think I've got a couple of things, okay. I am unmade, unwhole here in this place. This is my enthusiasm. I know who that is because I know Achilles' story. I am going to bring those boyfriends together. Like, I'm curious about Orpheus and Eurydice and their relationship, and I would like to get them talking. But, like, for all that, like, their love was so true that Orpheus came into the underworld to rescue her, like, and, like, he's, I think, clearly pining away after her, and she's, I think, bitter about the whole thing. Like, she seems like she's relatively content with her life, and Orpheus has issues, but Achilles and Patroclus are like soul bonded one true love. And Achilles is like one of my favorite characters in this game, which is saying something. I mean, he's not my favorite, I don't think, because that's gotta be Zagreus. And I do like a lot of the characters in this game, but I really like Achilles. I want to find his one true love. If they make me fight him, I'm gonna be so mad. Wait, hold on. I don't think I've encountered an exclamation point friend in Elysium. So maybe that's gonna be Patroclus and I don't have to fight him. I would totally be a go-between with those two. Oh my god, oh my god. I have to find the exclamation point. I have to get to Elysium again. It's gonna be really hard, but I have to do it because I have to see if Patroclus is there for Achilles. I'm sorry, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. All those other games and things that maybe like imply, oh wait, somebody might have been gay, whatever. Achilles is one true love. It's front and center. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited. Yeah, but not just, but like some of them give you an exclamation point before you find them. And one of these undiscovereds is gonna be Achilles' boyfriend. Even calling him his boyfriend feels like it's not doing it justice. Certainly not with how serious Achilles is presented as a character here. I feel like I want to like say like his true love, maybe his husband. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm really excited about that. I figured they had to have Patroclus in this game. He has to be. You can't have Achilles be this important to the story and not go there. You just can't do that. You know, you can't. Like, that would be ridiculous. So I'm really glad. But I'm also glad they take their time in introducing the idea of him. Do you see he's on the lower left corner of my screen? Can you see it, or is the lore run symbol in the way? Because I'm very excited. Something else got... Oh man, I do like Athena. Oh man, I'm so close to unlocking more Artemis. I do love Dionysus. Her many, many children to look after. Many of whom reside now in locales beyond my reckoning and perhaps beyond hers. Like, I like that. Mother Night, we like to call her, though rare is the occasion when she dotes on us. She does dote on Zagreus. She loves this boy. I'm sorry, I just have to look over this. He is a goofy boy. He, on the other hand, is literally the opposite of goofiness. Yes, they are very dissimilar. It's great. Meg. Oh man, there is a striking family resemblance between these two. This one, not so much. Okay, anyway. Oh, there's some more things here. They blew themselves up. Drakon. Okay, so there actually may not be an entire other level. I thought there might be an entire other level, but there's not enough perilous foes for that. Adamant rail. The bazooka. They're like, yes, so once guns appear, everything's going to change. I don't get to give him friendship juice. I don't get to give him friendship juice. I don't have the option. Oh, look at him brooding. Okay, if we had like a Suikoden household, Thanatos would be standing on the roof. Like that's where like the brooders go. They brood on the roof. Like there's the brooding spot. He would be there. Look at him brooding here.
Go about your business, Zag. What if Lord Hades saw us chatting like this now? I risked everything by helping you out there and still you failed.
I'm sorry, Thanatos, but I tried. But also, that's really crummy of you to say.
Turns out there's quite a lot of dead to fight down in the underworld. Though I probably got farther than I would have thanks to you.
Oh good, he's saying thank you.
Always happy to oblige. Especially when it causes me to risk my station. To risk everything I've worked for.
Is really a station really a thing? I don't know that that fits in my understanding of the Greek pantheon. So they're going to have to sell that. Sell me on that.
How does he...
He's a moody boy. He is so moody.
Pathetic.
Shut up, Dad. Nobody likes you. It's true, nobody likes him. Hello.
Orpheus, forgive my bluntness here, but I have to ask. Why won't you sing? You were a legend, mate. Our court musician.
Why, it's that I've lost my muse, my friend. It isn't harder to explain than that. Have you not had such moments in your life where you had lost the will to chase your passions?
I wonder if I were to be equipped with her acorn coming in here, if Orpheus would sense that.
I suppose I have, yeah. But recently I found my drive again, and that's why I have to get out of here.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with the station that I question is like, what benefits does Thanatos have that he wouldn't have otherwise? Where else would he go? How else would he be punished? Like, what is the deal? I don't know. I mean, obviously, Hades can banish Orpheus to be imprisoned forever if he really wants to. But can he really do that with Thanatos? I don't know that he can. But yes, so Zagreus was, I guess, depressed. And then he recently realized, wait, no, but here his face is not in shadow, and he has that darkness over that eye, and the eye is glowing and in inverse colors. So I don't think that is shadow. I think he does have a dark patch on his face. Let's see.
And I am truly happy for you, friend. Alas, I've had no luck in my own search. Not that I'm searching any longer, so I'll just be over here, okay?
I need to find a way to get you two in touch. There's got to be a way to do it. There's got to be a way to do it. It's got to be possible. Oh, she's so pretty. Like, I wasn't fully able to appreciate how pretty she was on the smaller screen. Also, may I just point out that she is enormous? Like, I assume that people who are enthusiastic about enormous women should be enthusiastic about her. She's so big.
Can you tell me something more of Chaos, Nyx? I have a lot of questions.
That is fair. We do have a lot of questions about Chaos, and Chaos has made it rather clear that they do not want us to ask them. And I feel like us meddling with Chaos is actually really dangerous and maybe a bad idea.
My place is not to speak too openly of Chaos, child. It is their own prerogative to tell you of themselves. I can say they are the eldest force within this world. Before them, there was nothing.
She's so pretty. She also looks like a mom in her face.
Then where did... Never mind.
Then where did Chaos come from? That's okay, Zagreus. I've got you. I too will ask infinite, limitless questions about everything.
What did I tell you, boy? Ever wasted of your time and mine? How fares my underworld,
I don't know how you can stand it.
Well, at least some things are running smoothly still. Next you go to die again, do give the tortured souls out there my warm regards.
Charming. Oh, hey, it's what's his butt?
The featured house servant,
Oh,
Achilles.
it's Achilles? I thought it was the other guy. Okay. Yay, Achilles! Hi, Dusa.
Hi. Hello, Your Highness. Nice to see you. Thanks.
Oh my god, she just said thanks. Which she didn't mean to say, but she got flustered. Yeah, I was thinking Theseus.
Cheers.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dusa. Oh my god. Dusa. Just... Dusa. 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 She's a cutie. I want to start giving more gifts. Can't give Dad another one. Yeah. Hi, bye, thanks. It's like when somebody says like enjoy your lunch when they give you like food at a restaurant and you say thanks, you too, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh.
What news, Spirit?
Yes. All right. Well, it's funny because I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, but I definitely am. I'm like definitely unlocking more story, like character interactions. Man. Zeus has more boons than anyone else. I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna have to start taking more of these. I don't even know what those are. Okay, well, I'm not gonna look at that because I haven't seen all the things. Alright. Hi, Skelly. Hold on, I got a brood, then I'll come talk to you.
Tartarus, I won't be stuck here all my life.
Alright. We are, in fact, back to saying things. Alright, I believe in you, Zagreus. I don't know if I believe in me, but I believe in you.
That lucky tooth you gave me, Skelly. First off, thanks again. And secondly, is this even yours? Had a run-in with Hermes who got me thinking.
Amazing. Oh, that's so great. I'm really glad that they comment on things and that if you wear different things around different situations, stuff happens. That's wonderful.
What? You gonna believe everything that Gabby guy tells you now, boyo? He doesn't know a thing about me.
We're all Gabby guys.
Though since you let on, what's your relationship to him? Working for him?
Zagreus is not gonna let this down. Let this go. Oh my god, Zagreus.
No! Nope, definitely not working for him. Closer to a peer relationship. Well, other than the fact that he's a god and I'm just... Well, what you see is what you get with me, pal. Hey, you won't tell anyone, will you? I'm just here to help, I swear.
They weren't kidding when they were like, yeah, Hermes is... It's interesting because Hermes is an Olympian who also does stuff for the underworld. And I was like, oh, that's interesting for them to point that out. But I didn't actually think that they were going to do anything story related with it. But it looks like they might. Amazing. Okay. Okay, so Hermes, perhaps. And Skelly, though, if it's a peer relationship, what you see is what you get with me, I don't think that's right. Who or what are you, Skelly? What has Hermes done? I'm really intrigued. Because Hermes would have known about Zagreus. But the rest of Olympus didn't. Because Hermes comes down here. In theory. Maybe? Maybe he didn't. Huh. I don't know. I'm interested in this.
Fine. Maybe.
Alright. Since there's not to fear from him, I have to confess I admire the optimism with which he carries out his task of simply standing at attention, being beaten often mercilessly, all for martial training's sake. Which, I mean, I guess, like, Achilles can get behind that. Like, they're both trying to get me trained up. So why would Hermes want to make sure that I can escape to the surface?
My shield.
I wonder.
Aegis, you are as old as time.
All sprang from the primordial depths. Only one artifact bore witness. That's so uncomfortable. I'm really curious about it, though. I think I really like the shield. Oh! I didn't even see that there were, like... I didn't even see that there were, stat or skill changes with them. I was just like, what do they look like and what are they all about? Huh. Natalie, we've talked about characters. We ran into Thanatos. We had feelings about that. I don't know. Look, I have the priorities I do. I'm really curious, and Zagreus is really curious about chaos. So I might get the chaos shield. Hold on. But we're going to take a look at these to see.
What are the limits of your power?
Oh, I got the Achilles spear. It's prettier. Achilles' version of it is prettier. Oops, wrong button. The sword. Nemesis. Poseidon. I don't care as much about them. I just had the bow. Talos does not actually have to do with Talos principle. I'm really curious about this because Demeter is apparently my grandmother. Potentially. But I don't think that I'm really good with the gloves, so I might wait. And then over here, no, not you.
Exegriff, you're telling me your secrets.
Need to get multiple of these to do this. I'm gonna do the chaos shield, folks. I'm gonna do the chaos shield. Because Zagreus is really interested in learning more about chaos. So am I.
The aspect of chaos.
Ha! Hold on, I need to try to figure something out. Yes, I feel as though I'm being seen by chaos, and that is very interesting. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna... Oh, I need to equip one of these. So the Lucky Tooth got me some story, which is great. I'm down with that. But let's go back to the acorn. Alright, let's do this, folks. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Have I ever mentioned that I love this boy?
Yes.
Oh, he's excited about that. Like, ooh.
This shield's about to get a whole lot stronger.
Oh my god. But notice here, when he's got the hammer, then you don't see the dark thing around his eye. The acorn means that the final boss of each area, it does, the first 3 attacks don't do any damage to you. Man. So I've already had that one, so these ones I haven't done. I don't know what that's going to do, but we're going to do it.
There, that's it.
We'll figure it out. Oops. Oh, I'm still figuring that out. Alright, let's proceed. I suppose I should maybe do something with the... Oh, look at that! We got another chaos. These rooms are so easy. These first few rooms. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sure this is a great idea. See what he has to say, what they have to say about me having their shield.
Prior to the fact, thus I am experiencing considerable surprise. There are movements through the underworld, or as though a veil of darkness enshrouds you. The goddess mixes influence, perhaps. Respond.
They are prompting him to talk to make sure he knows that he can talk.
I do not know how to respond to that exactly, Master Chaos, but Nyx, yes, she has been aiding me in my attempts to flee my father's realm.
I'm going to get story. I'm so glad I came down here. Like, screw gameplay challenges. This is clearly the way to get answers. Yes.
You move in darkness, not as infinitely black as hers, but reminiscent to me nonetheless. I would invite her to try to elude me, and then attempt to locate her. A minor amusement for the both of us. Now I have you for this, I see.
Oh my god! Chaos and Nyx play hide and seek! And now Chaos is like, you're gonna play hide and seek with me too! I'm sorry, but that's adorable. Did they always have the flowers growing out of their forms? And I just didn't notice those flowers? Have they always had those flowers? Have those flowers always been there? It's super adorable. No, I love the thought of those two playing hide and seek. Like, that's super cute. And they're like, oh, you can do hide and seek with me too. I should be doing dash strike anyway, I think. Are any of these faded? I don't know. We're gonna do this. Deadeyes, I think someone said it was midnight tonight. Oh, geez, no! I feel like I've gotten better at the easy stuff in this game, but the really hard tactical stuff still eludes me, and I'm beginning to sense the like limitations of my ability to play, and I'm getting frustrated with myself. Oh my god, I love the shield. Oh my god, that was just my own fault though.
I'll hang on to these.
Alright, so we're gonna get no money, but we'll get money eventually. In the meantime, we have no money, so we're just gonna go get more of this. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh my god.
Master Chaos has evolved.
That's a lot of explosions that just happened. Oh, we're gonna have fight some hard dudes and encounter Zeus. It's not an easy game, I guess.
Come get smashed to bits.
Oh my god, that was not good. Oh my god.
No. Nice.
Nephew, I have somewhat of a favor I must ask. You tell your father, if you so happen to run into him again, that his brother Zeus forgives him and would like to reconnect and welcome him into the family again. You tell him for me, hmm?
Okay. I do appreciate Zeus's showing showing his confidence if you happen to run into him again, because you might just come out here and hang out with us instead. But if you do happen to go back, if this isn't the run, does Zeus mean it? Maybe so. I don't know. That would be sweet. Sorry, I don't think he will. Take you up on that. Oh man. Are any of these faded? No. Dash. Chain lightning? Or dash? I mean, either of them is really good, actually. Oh, good. I'm gonna get some health back. I did not do super well with that fight, I don't think. Whew! Okay.
Much better.
Yeah, well, I had thought that it was just that, like, my, like, stuff got better, but then people are like, oh no, you've gotten better, and I was like, really? I don't have any money. Because I took the thing that wasn't any money, so... do we want a key? Or darkness? I always take darkness, because I get healed. I just think I played really badly with that fight. Okay, so the bull rush cannot be done over pits. Oh my god, I can't believe you hit me. You old jerk! Oh my god, okay. I have to stop you guys because I'm really bad against the witches. Although the this is the... Right? I forgot that dashing does damage right now. Phew, I'm having some trouble. I'm definitely having some trouble this time around. I don't think I'm doing as well as I would like to be, but that's okay. This is probably not going to be the run that takes us to Elysium, but I want it to be because I want to encounter Patroclus, and my theory right now is that he's the exclamation point friend in Elysium. If you do enough damage fast enough, you don't have to strategize. Oh my god, I didn't see you there. Maybe I'll be able to get my Death Defiance back. We'll see.
Now what?
I should probably get keys at some point. There's a thing in the corner. Yes, I have 3 friendship juices. Doesn't tell me how many keys I have or how much darkness I have. I don't know. Fighting robot masters. I'm just gonna keep getting darkness because it gives me health back. I'll get keys eventually. Oh my god. Okay. Crushed by your own mad dream. Oh, there's more?
Do your worst.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Zagreus. They'll take you up on it. They'll do it. And then we're gonna die. We don't want that. Oh my god, do you see how many of them there are? Stop that. I'm apparently accidentally throwing that button, so that's fine. Accidental blobbening is good. That's fine. I was trying to hit my throwing shield button, but instead I threw my blob, which is fine. That's almost the same thing, really. Did I just get raided? Oh, Gakujin, thank you so much for the raid. I'm playing some Hades. How are you doing? Oh, I forgot to talk to the construction folks. Hi. Yeah, so I don't think I'm doing very well this raid. Right, this run. Oh my god, there's so many witches. I hate fighting them. I'm gonna die this time around. Oh shoot! It might help if I didn't just throw myself into spikies. Okay. We did that. Anyway, hi! What have you been up to, friend? How have things been? Yeah, no, it's true. We've been getting lots of story stuff. I just really want to get to Elysium because oh, do I have enough money? Oh, I might. Okay, we're gonna do this. Because I'm currently convinced that if I find the friendship thing in Elysium, it's going to be Patroclus. Alright, I don't have... I'm sorry, I thought I might get a Jet Defiance refill here, and I didn't, so I'm just gonna smash everything. Yeah, those ones really don't like it when I swing the sword around. It's not very nice of me. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can only imagine having to do something physically exhausting as your day job and then streaming as well, which is more exhausting than people realize. What is... So this is just a mystery thing? I mean, we can. I guess so.
Oh, hey man, what is new?
Oh.
Hey, what's with that K-Rod, man? He's sort of... I don't know, though I am glad he's been of service.
Oh my god. Thank you, Dionysus. He's like, what is up with that guy? To be fair, like, Dionysus is just chilling and wants to party with everybody, and Charon is not going to party with you. I mean, maybe. Maybe, actually. I bet he dances. I bet he dances. He seems like he'd dance. You know? It's not just me. But I appreciate that Dionysus is like, you know, I'm kind of creeped out by him, but you know, he's helped you, so that's good. This one's the only fated choice. So we'll do that. Because I have to take the fated choices. Hi! I feel like this is closer to speaking words I can understand than he's ever gotten before.
Couldn't agree more, mate.
I love you, Zagreus. He's such a sassy boy.
I bet Tisiphoni's up.
Oh no!
Guess not.
Oh.
You've really done it, Zagreus. My sisters have returned. All three of us now share the same assignment.
So Meg is really mad that her sisters are here. I like it. He's like, oh, I bet I can guess which one it is. And now it's Meg, who is less hard than the others, but she's... Sorry, where did my thing that I put my feet on? There it is. I have a footrest because my legs are short. Oh man. What is up with this?
It me that I'm somewhat honored to have garnered the attention of the Erinese.
Oh, Zagreus.
Oh, I would say it's very wrong of you indeed.
Has Meg been trying to not be what she was... Oh, that's the shield thing that's still on me. Okay, because that's why it was looked like a plant thing, because it was, in fact, a plant friend's... Oh, I'm having a hard time. I'm not doing as well with Meg. Sorry, I feel like I'm not... Oh, geez, I need to not stand by her when I do that. Sorry. So she's summoning help. One of these days she's gonna do that. It's gonna summon her sisters and we're all gonna be sad. Probably including her sisters. No! Okay, remember Lauren. Don't. Oh, jeez. I need to stop doing that. Oh, she's sassing me. She's talking about stuff. jeez. Okay, play defensively here, Lauren. Play defensively. Trust in... Oh, shoot! Oh, jeez! No! I keep dying on that. I really wanted to defeat her with the Chaos Shield. But I didn't.
Damn you, Meg.
Yeah, I really, really did not do well that run. Hello.
They won't catch me sleeping on the job again.
Won't they, Hypnos? That's literally what you do. I don't know if that was a tough run. I just think I didn't do very well.
See you, Hypnos.
My doggy is back. Hello.
Achilles. I ran into Meg's sisters out there. We didn't really hit it off. Meg said they're not permitted in the house. Not that I'm complaining, but what's that about?
I'm so glad that Zagreus is there to ask every question, because I want to ask every question, and I will just talk about potential. I will make up nonsense explanations of what I think might be the answer, but Zagreus will actually get to the bottom of it. We make a good team, me and Zagreus.
They have not earned the right, lad, nor expressed any desire to exist here with the rest of
Huh.
us. Your father has assigned them to specific roles that suit their dispositions. They're not as sensible as Megara, in my experience.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you have to earn your place here. Is Thanatos afraid of not being able to come to the house and of like having to like be out being uncomfortable all the time? Is that what his deal is? Is that what he means by his
That's what I was
position?
afraid of. Although fear is for the weak.
All right, Broody McBrood is not here.
What are these shades up to now?
Leander, roof collapse. I'm sure that's a reference that I should get. Dusa!
See, I did the dishes, fed the heads, cleaned the cupboards, cleared the pool.
Do I give her? Hold on. I have a whole... The thing is, I have a whole bunch of friendship juice. Do I want to give her another one? Yeah, no, I'd rather not. I'll discover things as I play, or I won't discover them, and it may be frustrating for the viewers, but that's just how it is. Oh, man. What's up, Dusa?
There must be some mistake. Prince, you're giving this to me?
Yes, Dusa, you're my friend.
I want you to know we all appreciate you, Dusa. Don't work yourself too hard on my account, okay?
Shh. He's so adorable. Yes, if anybody wants to join the special spoiler chat on our Discord server, if you're like, oh my god, Lauren is saying ridiculous story things, or like, oh my god, I wish she would just understand this basic game mechanic and she won't let me tell her, we have a special place on our Discord specifically for people to get that out of their system and yell together. So please, yes, please feel free to go and do that. I feel like I should maybe make an option for FlutyBot to explain that. That's like an exclamation point thing, so that the mods can do that just randomly, or if there's new folks, which I know you're not a new folk, but still. Oh man. Oh man, I wonder how many of these I can give folks.
Tough luck.
Oh, shut up, Dad. Doggy.
Take it easy, boy. I'll probably be back here in no time.
The watchdog Cerberus merely sulks upon his supple bedroll.
See, it's acknowledging that I got him a special doggy bed. That's really cute. I like that. All right. Pet the doggy.
Always been there for me, boy.
Pet the doggy. Pet the doggy. Oh my god, I'm glad that they made him make the right doggy noise. Alright, Dad.
Father, look. Lord Uncle Zeus, I've been in contact with him and he wishes to make peace. He asked for me to tell you he forgives you for whatever happened.
He's such a good boy. Zagreus is the best boy. He is so great. Like, I loved Red from Transistor, and I loved the Transistor, but I really love Zagreus, too. Oh my god, look at how sweet he is. He's, like, nervous about this. This is a bad idea. But he's gonna try it anyway because Zeus asked him to, and maybe it'll make it okay, and maybe his dad will stop fighting with his family, and maybe then everything will be okay, and he'll be able to stop running away, and he can have a happy, loving family, and maybe his dad will love him.
My brother Zeus forgives me. Zeus forgives me. How dare that blasted little brat? His beard may be luxurious, but he's as much a child as are you. Forgives me, bah.
Hades.
What did you do? What happened between you?
I want to know too, Zagreus. Please keep asking every question.
None of your business. Go on now and frolic with that lord uncle of yours, the both of them. And don't you ever speak of him to me again. You hear me?
I mean, I was curious to begin with, but I'm really curious now.
Loud and clear.
Alright. What kind of renovation can we do? I want to do this, but I can't seem to beat it. I'm sorry, I'm letting you all down. I could make things fancier around here. I got the doggy bed, but I can't afford the towel rack or the ominous bonework. I like that it's bonework, comma, ominous. Tiling, comma, skull. Luxurious seating, gilded pedestals. I want this. I bet it's Homer, and we're gonna find out that our narrator is Homer or something like that. So I need to save my money to get this. Oh, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Oh my god. Don't think I won't save up 800 monies to get that bust, foregoing all of the other things that I'm supposed to be doing. You saw what happened when I saw there was another Death Defiance to buy. You all know me. Oh, but I do want to eventually get stuff for the ball. That's fine. Bat cage. I do kind of want the Achilles wall scroll, I'm not gonna lie.
Where's our court musician?
I was about to ask, where is he? But fortunately for me, Zagreus asks every question before I can.
Nix. I ran into Thanatos out there. He aided me, although I think he's rather upset that I took off like this.
I like how he's speaking in a quieter voice because he doesn't want to get Thanatos in trouble. But he's also like, maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I should have considered other people's feelings. Maybe I should have considered other people's feelings and not just in an, oh, I know that their feelings are going to be bad sort of way.
Thanatos is worried for you, child. I hope you understand whatever anger you may sense from him is not the feeling at the source. Please forgive his rudeness.
Yes, I will totally believe that. But are you going to try to tell me that that's the same sort of thing that Meg is feeling? Because Thanatos is much better about it. Thanatos is angry with me, but he's not actively hurting me. You know? Man. Okay, there's been so much interpersonal interactions here. I'm really enjoying this.
Good for Achilles.
He's the best. There's so many potential candidates for best.
Pass the time.
Do you know how to cook, Zagreus? Hold on, let's see. Whoo. Oh, that's right. There isn't actually anything that I want the key for yet. Right? Bing. What else am I doing with my... Oh, I've got a whole lot of this. I should maybe spend it on something. I don't care about cast. I don't care about cast. Why is it cast? I don't care about cast. I guess I've been throwing cast randomly into things, so there we go. Alright. Since I've been mashing buttons, like, that way when I mash buttons, I'll do more damage. I feel like, oh god, I really want to know what's going on with Hermes. I really want to know. I just have to say that I am super hoping that it turns out there is actually, and please do not talk about things that are going to be happening later on. Do not talk about bosses that I might fight. Do not talk about things that I may use to fight bosses that I might fight. Please. I'm going to delete that comment. Please, because that counts as a spoil. Do not do that. I do not want to know who or what I might fight. I do not want to know how I might fight it. That is exactly the sort of comment that goes in the spoiler channel on Discord, where people who are your target audience to talk to about things like that will have thoughts and opinions and ideas. But do not put that in front of me, please. I would like to play this game and experience it for the first time by myself instead of from other people. 24 escape attempts. That's not too bad, I don't think. Oops. I just zoomed off in there. Oh man, you have no idea how much stuff I've unlocked, Skelly.
Find day or whenever to get me out of here.
Alright, so he started talking again. I don't know if he's looping or what, but he's finally talking again. Let's see. Hello, Skelly friend.
Like a shoulder to cry on to you, boyo?
Maybe so. I don't know, Skelly. I think so. What was that all about? Okay, I guess I'm gonna try the sword. Stygius.
Stygius, you're revealing your past.
I don't... But so you spend the Titan's blood and then you get... Oh, I have a bunch of Titan's blood. You spend it and then if you defeat the Megs, then you get more Titan's blood. I wondered how it was that you would get more Titan's blood, since I was like, but there's a finite number of weapons. But it turns out that there's more weapons than that. After you special, your attack may deal critical damage. Let's see. That sounds good. I just don't care about Nemesis, but maybe that's not the point. Do I want to keep using the Chaos weapon? I do really like the shield. Yeah, maybe I do. How many friendship juices? I have 3 friendship juices. It probably does look cooler, but I feel like if I have Chaos's shield and then I go down to talk to them, they might have something to say about it. Because I don't think I had the Chaos shield when I went down to talk to them. But I don't know. Oh, and I need to...
Which to choose?
Still that one, yeah, that's good. The way he runs. Fancy running. Alright. Yeah... I want to get lore with the Chaos shield.
To go get killed again.
Oh, come on! Be optimistic!
Say it. Blood and darkness. It's a curse, boy. Say it with me. Blood and darkness. Each available in high abundance here.
Is that him teaching his son to swear? Is that a flashback?
Blood and darkness will indeed.
I wonder. Yay! Hello, friend.
As soon as you get up to 11th man, it's gonna be a feast like you have never seen. You mark my words. Now take this and good luck.
Thank you, Dionysus. Dionysus has the confidence. I love the voice acting. Like when he says, and good luck, like you can feel it. Like his voice actor puts that in. So good. Festive fog. Dash. Causes hangover. That's probably good. Well, that was quick. I mean, this first room is always quick. It's the ooh shiny, what did I unlock? Or how do I use this weapon room? I think that's the first time I've lost to Meg in a long time.
What do we have here?
Come to think of it.
First.
Okay, we've got a hammer and monies. I mean, always gonna get the hammer. So the hammer. Oh, I didn't realize I got the sword. Okay, well I have the sword. That's why I'm not... you know, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't even realize that I had equipped the sword. Or that I didn't equip the shield back. So that's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here. There's an eyeball on that. That's really unsettling. Look at that. Do you see it? It looks like an eyeball to me. Alright. Fated choice. Only one of these is a fated choice. This is so good. Oh, but this is so good. I have to make a decision.
Razor sharp.
So Daedalus specifically left those around for people to be able to do things, to make smart choices like him. Jeez.
Feeling tough.
Oh, my acorn ranked up. Yay! Alright. Are you feeling tough, buddy? Because I'm not. I'm feeling a little bit locked, huh? I guess I better go fight some dudes. Oops. Oh god. You guys are shielded. That's no good. Alright. I don't think I have... How much money do I have? Not a lot. Oh. Sure.
Should be useful.
I don't even have anything to do with it. I actually don't have anything to do with it, but I also don't have any money, so... I have like no money. Okay, we're gonna do this. This run's probably not gonna get very far. Ding! Alright. Alright, 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 alright.
Here I am.
At least the guys here are really easy. so I'll make a little bit of progress.
Friendly strength.
Alright, so we're gonna hang over so
My
much.
senses.
I don't know I don't think that inflicting hangover sharpens senses, but you know, that's fine. Oh my god, there's so many of you guys. It turns out that knocking them into the wall does a lot of damage and is extremely deeply satisfying. Thunk, thunk.
Vitality.
Thunk, thunk. Yes, that's right. Vitality is the name of the stat, but... I mean... I have my priorities. There are just the gods that I like better than others. Oh, hello!
Here again.
Oh, look at that. There's more monies over here. Hold on. Yeah. Teensy little bitty bit of money. Hello.
In the name of Hades.
Oh, we didn't have anything. Bad influence. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. I want to say that I got or did something that had to do with friendship. Yes, we're gonna spread so much booze. Hello.
Good to see you.
Hello, friend.
Hey, Your Highness, anything the matter or just passing through? Happy that we get to chat like this of late, of course.
Sisyphus, don't take this the wrong way, but why are you helping?
I was just wondering this actually.
My father stuck you here for an eternity of torment, and even still you greet me with a smile time after time.
Oh my god, so many character interactions. I love this game.
Come now, Prince Ed, that's just the way I am. Besides, you're not your father, thank the gods. You always seemed a decent lad to me. And if you're saying you want out of here, why, I suppose I can relate, is all.
Sisyphus is all about getting out of things that you're supposed to do with the underworld. Thing is, I don't have anything to do with darkness right now. I'm not gonna get healed for it. And I'm not saving up for anything that I know of, so we're gonna do that.
Say no more.
So that may be enough to get me a death defiance when the time comes. It's probably a bad idea, but I did it. Look at me not obsessively worrying about whether something is the best idea or not, which is actually really hard for me. Oh my god, there's so many of you. I hate you guys. Oh, I need to cause more hangover.
Delicious.
I need to dash more. That's what I'm hearing. Shomp. Shomp. Can I buy anything good here? No. The sword healing is really good. That's why I couldn't resist it, even though I've already gotten it. Everybody get drunk! So actually it would have been better strategically to run through all of those guys and then beat them up, because yeah, that would have been a better decision, but I didn't make that decision. Oh, I actually have monies now. But I also need health.
Where to?
I don't know. Oh, yay! Alright. I guess here we go. Let's do this. Oh, this...
Tisiphone, maybe?
He keeps thinking it's Tisiphone.
Not quite.
Oh.
You really must like pain an awful lot, Red. Or maybe it's just me.
You see, Electo? Turns out we do have a common interest after all.
Oh my god. He's such a sassy sasspants.
Don't you ever compare yourself to me again, you trash. You want more pain? I'm happy to oblige.
She does not approve of his sass. Oh, that's right. I don't have any health. Oh, geez. That shouldn't have...
Bleed.
I'm going to bleed. Trust me.
She's getting angry.
I need to get her drunk. What is the sword special again? Oh, I forgot the sword had the special. I need to remember that that exists. Oh, darn it. Let's, maybe her rage meter goes down after we do this for a while? Yes, it does. Okay.
She's charging up.
Oh, geez. Okay, I guess I should have figured that was gonna happen. No. What if I don't? I don't want to. Oh, geez. That did a lot of damage. No, her rage meter has gone up. Oh geez, that thing does a lot of damage, and I don't have a lot of health, and I just ran into... Oh my god. I'm gonna like die to my own bad playing here. Look at this. How many times have I impaled myself? Oh geez, no. Nope. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I don't. Her rage meter isn't going back down. Oh, geez. I just ran into the spikes again. Oh, my God. Jeez. Oh, I didn't realize she was close to dying. Okay, well...
She wasn't very nice.
No, she wasn't.
Thank you.
Okay, well... In a long time since I played a partner, so I transported it. The master's son, among his charitable qualities, isn't warlike enough to want to use it forever. Yes. Zagreus is a lover, not a fighter, by nature. It's interesting. It's not the exact same room. This one looks more like a torture chamber. I don't think Meg's room looks so much like a torture chamber. It has more statues. And less, like, torture hooks. I don't think she would be good as a drunk. I feel like when you're drunk, like, you're just you without inhibitions.
Off to Asphodel.
Alright. Probably the Skelly Tooth. Although, no, I want to use her acorn when I come to see her, if we make it that far. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna do this. I mean, I don't think we're gonna make it that far.
Let's go up.
I probably should. No, I don't think she would be much different, honestly. I think she would just be...
heat.
Yeah, there's been a heat advisory in Toronto for the past couple days. Oh, look at him being like sassy and positive. I love you, kiddo. Oh, Zagreus. He's a spectacular boy. A+ quality boy.
Hello, mates.
Oh no, I hate these guys. Oh, get out of the fire! Get out of the fire! I'm on fire. I don't want to be on fire. Please don't make me be on fire. I was on fire, though. Oh my god, there's so many of you! And now you've got little Medusas? Could you not? Have you thought about maybe not? Also, I'm on fire again. It's bad. I don't approve of this. Don't be on the fire. Have a nice death. Yeah. What is this gonna be? No, I've got max health. No thanks. Unless I'm gonna get lore for it, I don't care. Oh, look at this! More monies. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that monies. I guess if I survive long enough to get another to get my Death Defiance restored. We'll find out. Oh, it's the Phantom of the Opera song again. Oh, I love that this guy's shield apparently broke while he was off screen because he was drunk. His shield evaporated due to too much alcohol. I bet a truly skilled player would be like, I can use those explosive things on the screen. I can knock back bad guys into that. I bet that a truly skilled player could do that. But instead, you're stuck with me. Ha!
Should keep me going.
Doing all right. Hanging in there, doing my best. Oh, I've actually got money. Let's do this one.
Course is set.
Sorry, Hermes. I'm very interested in Hermes stuff. Oh, actually, I don't think I've bought stuff from him that often. Oh, not a Death Defiance. I thought there might be. What are you even saying, friend? I really want a Death Defiance, but I might as well get...
Pleasure doing business.
Athena's 8 is good. Phalanx Shot is a fated choice. Oh, I don't do cast.
The Shield of Light.
We're not gonna have very much like... Oh. This is the happy dance of my favorite goddess is here. Oh, it's you! Oh god, there's fire now. Get off the fire. Get off the fire, Lauren. Darn it! Oh my god. That was my fault. Oh my god.
I shall protect you, cousin.
Oh, good. I got hangovers to death. He's like, I don't like them. I'm like, I don't like them either. Alright, I'm gonna give her a present.
My Lady Artemis, this is nothing next to all your grace and favor.
Hey, wait, this is an offering for me? Oh, that's very kind, though. Let's get back to hunting now, okay?
Oh my god, she's so bad at getting gifts. That's really cute. Oh my god, she's just like, oh no, what do I do? What do I say? Amazing. Hades and Artemis have traits in common. Solitary, committed to their work. Maybe he could have gotten along with her. I don't know.
Let's see. You blundered headlong into danger for the past 6 chambers or more, and you made such a racket I could almost hear it from Olympus. I have to say your hunting skills are rather unconventional.
Yes, well. Attack is stronger. Oh, I need to remember that I have my special. Oh, good luck, more friendship juice. If we can make it another fight. I'm not sure we can. We're gonna try. We're gonna see how long we can go. Oh, good. Wait.
Pardon the interruption. Still at it, I see. You're stubborn, and you are going to get me in a heap of trouble before all is said and done.
You're here, though, because you want to be here, Thanatos. You can't blame me for that. That is your decision.
Who wants to be the first to die again? Not me.
No, I can get credit for some of them. Oh my god, there's so many of them. No. I did better. Look. I tied him. I tied him.
It's a tie.
That's delightful. Oh, I'm so excited. I was committed this time. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I did it. Kinda. Oh, he gave me a present. That's not the present that I was supposed to get here. Oh, he gives me... That's what he meant by a gift.
It isn't much then, but I got you something.
Don't have to be in the house to give him presents.
You want me to take that off your hands, fine. But you are taking this from me. And if anybody asks, we're even. Or scratch that. Don't tell anyone about this. Understand?
Thank you, Than.
Pierced butterfly. Oh, I'm really curious to see that. Oh man. I gotta talk to you.
I told you I don't need your help here, Thanatos.
Zagreus.
It wasn't being offered. Just happened to be in the area is all. Carry on, Zagreus.
Nobody is fooled by you, Thanatos.
Fine.
Just kiss and make up already, boys. Jeez. Oh, I get to go see Eurydice while I'm wearing her acorn. Let's see what she says, if she says anything.
Someone there?
Hey! She probably won't say anything about it, but... I'm free to do as I may. I'm like mad with friendship power here. No sleep except to dream. Mild and warm, safe from all harm. Gosh, who is Lauren's favorite? I can't tell. I can't say. It's a mystery. Do I want to try to give her one again? I don't know.
What's your official business anyway, Your Royal Majesty? Seems like it's bringing you through Asphodel an awful lot lately.
Has he not told her?
Look, the truth is I am trying to get out of here. I've hit some stumbling blocks along the way, but I think I will make it there eventually.
Oh, really? Say no more. I know how that is.
That is true.
Hope the fates will look the other way for you. Getting out of here, huh? Not thought of that myself in I don't know how long.
See? Fates will look the other way. See, it's funny because you see in the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, he's not supposed to look back at her, but then he does, and that's what ruins everything. It's funny. It's a joke. They put that joke in there so that I would be like, I get that joke. I feel like I am getting the inside jokes of being a person who likes Greek mythology. I have 4 things. No, I have 3 things. Because I also have, the other thing is her, that. Oh, are those only 2 boons? Is the one on top? I guess that's a hammer. So that's not a boon. Those are not god boons. So the thing on the bottom is her acorn, and the thing on the top is the hammer. So the others are boons. Got it.
I knew it.
Why, thank you.
All the plans that we made. She doesn't seem to have anything to say about this being equipped, but that's okay.
See you.
Later then, yeah?
Oh, okay, well, that's alright. We got a little bit of monies. Do you have a Death Defiance refill? No. Hi! Oh, I can't talk to you again. I don't actually think I'm gonna make it.
You found me holding up in Kieran's nasty stash there, did you, man? Well, good. Here.
Amazing. I love him. I mean, positive outlook is a great one. Premium vintage is also good. I'm pretty sure I've gotten that before. Do I want to get free friendship juice? I don't think I'm going to make it through this fight. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Cool. Oh, that gave me max life. Oh, well, that actually was the right choice. All right. This isn't going to go well, folks.
Changed up your look again, have you, Hydra?
Oh no, is this a 3rd Hydra? This isn't good. Wait. two can play at that game. Oh, geez. Oh, I got a critical. That's always nice. I don't think it wants to die. I think it wants to kill me with its dumb children. I don't like them. They are bad babies. Oh, I should have probably waited until I had this. At least it's goons. No, no. I forgot that I had an AoE, but it turns out I do. No, that is not good. Oh, I forgot that I had my cast thing. That probably would have actually been good. Oh, I put points in a thing that had to do with my cast, didn't I? Get back here! Oh my god, it's not going to, is it? Get off there! I don't know that it is dust. Thank you, Athena. Oh my god. That is so much fire. Okay, that's another one down. One bad kid remaining. Okay, all the kids are down. I probably should have waited. Okay, well I didn't think...
Heads you'd like chopped off? No?
He's so sassy. He's so sassy. What a good boy. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that, but we did. We did. Okay, well, that happened. We did not, however, get, oh, maybe, okay, we have to try to get, we're not going to be able to get there, but I'm going to try. I really want. I really want to get to Patroclus, if he's here. Ethernet. I don't actually think I want any of those. Do I want another life? Do I want to keep using this? Oh, butterfly. Oh, I like that. He rewards you for doing, he rewards you for doing careful, like, so that would be very useful to get early on to start with. Oh man. Alright. Well, I've been doing pretty well so far. But I guess because the first time I meet Patroclus, I'm probably not going to be like, oh, is that the thing from Achilles? So I won't do that. But I bet Patroclus is going to be there. He has been treating me alright. We're going to do this.
Closer.
To get whatever this thing is. I don't think we're going to escape tonight, though. But we are going farther than I thought we would in this. Oh, hello.
Mysterious and Theseus are probably expecting me.
Maybe so. This place is so beautiful and pleasant looking. But like the fact that it's actually terrible and the worst, the absolute worst. Do I want Hermes? Or do I want to level something up? No, wrong button. Here we go. Bad influence, that's so great. Oh, I have a whole bunch of these actually. I didn't realize I had so many. Lore. We're gonna talk to Hermes. I mean, we have to fight some things too. Oh, jeez.
No.
God, these guys are hard. Whew!
Close call.
Phew!
Crossed me.
We did not do so well there, friend. What did I unlock? I guess probably something about the chariots or something.
Boss, I know you've heard a certain rumor from a very skinny individual who's uninclined to move. You best keep that one to yourself, all right? Or else our jig is up, and your father wouldn't like that, nor would you. So, cheers.
Oh, he's just confirmed it. Excited about that. I didn't know if they were actually gonna, for some reason I thought they just weren't gonna tell me the story stuff, but they are gonna tell me the story stuff. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. You have no idea how excited I am. I hate cast. That's my Charon impression. No, we haven't yet. If Patroclus is here. Hammer or money? Let's go with hammer. Yeah, no, but I'm keeping an eye out. I'm not gonna make it though. At least I'm getting the chariots drunk, and that's helping me. Oh, jeez. It's a fated choice, so I have to choose it. What is this? What is this? It looks like a glowy sword thing. Oh wait, hold on. Have I met a friend here? Wait, who are you? Oh, you don't look like Patroclus. You look like you've got horns.
Go on, stranger. Wait. Plenty more shades looking to fight with you out there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir? I'm Zagreus.
Names are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here. May the fates favor your journey. But just in case they don't, here, why don't you take this?
No. I mean, obviously I'm gonna get this, but
thanks.
No. No. No.
Patroclus. So that's his name.
I did call it. He is really depressed. Oh my god. What was he saying? What was he saying to Achilles? Well, I assume that he was talking to Achilles. I can't sway him. He said, maybe he was trying to convince... Maybe he was trying to convince Achilles to stop fighting and settle with him. And Achilles wouldn't do it, and Achilles chose war over Patroclus. No! There's a thing that I can look at over here. I'm gonna go do that. Oh my god, he's here! I knew he would be as soon as Achilles mentioned.
Elysium's moss-covered chambers, carved of stone, stand untold numbers of eternal monuments in tribute to the greatest heroes which mortality can offer, there to honor them in life as well as death.
This place is near as gloomy as the house.
Is this Achilles' statue? If this... Okay, don't tell me if this game will tell me otherwise. But if this game doesn't tell me otherwise, then I'm going to choose to believe, and I'll take another look at him when I get close to him. But I'm choosing to believe that that's the Achilles statue. And he's been celebrated as a great warrior instead of spending his life with Patroclus. Oh my god, he is so sad. I have to connect them. I have to connect them. Like, I have to connect them. Yeah, but I can look at Achilles' feet and at least rule out whether, like, the lower half of Achilles doesn't look at all like that. And if it doesn't, then I know that it's not him. But if it does look like it could be him, then I am going off of this theory. Okay, now I can't wait to go back to the house. Oh my god.
Bit of a break.
Oh, nice. What do I want to level up?
The gods.
I mean, this is probably what I'm going to... I honestly think I'm going to be dependent on that.
Zesty.
Zesty.
That's better.
smash everything here. Smash all the things. I think I'm gonna do palms again.
Splitters.
Oh, no, that means it's a new bad guy. I'm not gonna like them, am I? Oh, they're witches! Oh, I hate the witches. Oh, they send fireballs that then turn into multiple fireballs. What about no? Oh, I thought that was a witchy, but it wasn't. God.
Good enough to eat.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, folks. I guess I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. What do I want to do here? Level up. Attack is stronger. Plus 15 chance to do critical damage. Probably, let's go with that.
Extra blessing.
Sure. Let's make sure that I'm not missing anything out here. Oh my god. Wait, how many? Are there any more? Are there more doors over here? No, there aren't. Okay. It's all beautiful, but actually horrible. Alright, so our options are key that is harder or darkness. I'm gonna opt against harder. I gotta get the chariots drunk, which seems appropriate. Oh man. Oh my god. They do a lot of damage when they damage you though. Thank you, Athena. What else is there? Where else is there? There's something else to fight. Oh no, there isn't something else to fight. Oh, I thought there was. Okay, so we've got money. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm so excited that was Patroclus. I cannot wait to get back to Achilles and tell him. Oh shoot! Oh jeez. I need to get my health back. No. What is the music even doing here? It's a very different sound. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's more. Of course there's more. What was I thinking that there might not be more? Silly me.
Just let them try and stop.
Okay. Oh god. There's another round. Oh jeez, are you serious? No, no, no. No, 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 no. Get them all drunk. I should have maybe waited on Athena. Oh, shoot. Oh, jeez. When I do my special, I don't get healed. Okay. There may not be any centaurs anymore. That's a big thing. That feels like a big thing. Alright, so I went through a couple of death defiances there. What else have I got? Money. I got money. I can heal. Alright. This one, because this will get me more health, if anything does. Oh god. Oh jeez, these guys are so fast. Easy is not the word I would use to describe them. Jeez.
The fury of Olympus.
Oh my god. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it, folks. This is it. We're gonna go... But we're gonna go talk to Achilles, so it's gonna be great. I think we're gonna potentially go fight some bosses with literally no health or death defiance or anything. No! Well, we're gonna go in here. Those chariots were really bad. Oh, hello. The little marketplace. Well, I don't get a death defiance, but I do get my favorite. Oh, I can't talk to you. Alright. Well.
Here's the fee.
Okay, this one's faded, so we're going with it. Alright, is there anything else here? Any healing or like anything? I mean, I'm gonna die anyway, so let's get this.
Colorful.
Because what else am I gonna do with my money? Alright, let's do it! Oh, hold on, there's a thing I can look at. Examine.
The magnificently ominous facade of the Great Elysian Stadium looms tall above the
rabble-rousing prince.
As if to goad him into such a competition which he cannot hope to win.
At this point, no, he cannot hope to win.
Cheers for the vote of confidence, old man.
Amazing. I mean, to be fair, Zagreus, I'm not bringing you here in good shape. I was like, oh, we're in great shape.
Hey, everyone,
oh.
I'm back.
So, the fiend returns to challenge us again, Asterius. Despite having experienced such a thorough thrashing by us last time.
Oh, Theseus. I couldn't, because like my screen was smaller, like I couldn't see his facial expression as well as I can here. He's extremely well done. Like, he's just,
You know full well that wasn't a fair fight. Face me yourself and we'll see how you fare.
Silence, you monster. I'll hear no more such wicked lies, half-truths, or quarter-truths. You, however, soon shall hear my blessed spear. Specifically, the sound it makes whilst sliding into
exposed midsection. Oh my god. Does the Minotaur have anything to say here? Okay. I guess I should probably try to take one of them out first. good of him to let me know. Oh, jeez. No, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Oh, no, I've got a target on me. I don't like that. Jeez, that's it. Yes, that's why I'm not fighting your spear. Oh, jeez, no. Oh, he's impervious? Are you serious? What is going on? Oh my God. Shoot. Oh no, they're together. Oh no, that's not good for me. Oh geez, what is he doing now? Oh no, no, no. No! Oh my God, okay, I should probably keep my voice down though, because my roommate's probably going to be going to bed soon. Oh no. I was really thinking I might be able to take him out. I did really well though, didn't I?
Ah, the dreaded Minotaur.
Yeah, I definitely I like the bloodthirsty sword thing. Yeah, considering that I didn't have any Death Defiances and I was missing health going into the fight and everything, I think I did pretty well that time around. Okay, so ordinarily I might choose to shut down, but I don't care that it's almost 10:30.
Huh? Slain by the Minotaur once more. Now he's a real beast there, isn't he? But tell me something. Any progress on that autograph request of mine?
I forgot how uncool Hypnos is.
Nope, none whatsoever.
Thanks. This absolutely isn't him. Look at him. He's wearing robes here. Okay.
Hey, Achilles. My father's hall back there. I don't suppose you'll let me have myself a look. Lots for me to rummage through, I'm sure.
No, 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 no. That's not what you should be. That's not what you should be talking to him about. I guess maybe Zagreus doesn't get it. Zagreus.
You know I'd do just about anything to aid you, lad. But my ability to do so hinges on me sticking to my post. Though if I do catch wind of anything back there requiring attention, you shall know.
Okay. So now I know that there might be other stuff to discover.
Understood, sir.
He's such a polite boy. Oh my God. Okay, well, Well. Shut up, Dad. Hold on, I have to talk to everybody.
How are you finding my old trusty spear, then? Hmm? Or perhaps you have a preference for my brother's and my sister's former arms. Kept under lock and key, and yet they're now in your possession, it would seem.
Hades, your entire house is conspiring against you. Like, the only ones who aren't in some way conspiring against you are, like, Meg, and actually Dusa's not actually doing anything, but I really think they're it. Achilles is conspiring against him. Nyx is the most conspiring against him. Hypnos, I don't know. Thanatos is. I don't know who else is in the house, now that I think about it. But those three are.
The weapons in the courtyard. Of course you know about them by now. I stole them. Why not just take them from me? I'd be stuck.
The thought has long since crossed my mind. However, I'm not fool enough to tamper with those cursed things. They go where they please. They cannot be contained, like you. Now why don't you go entertain each other more?
Hades is mad because Zagreus didn't turn out to be a little Hades. He's like, I have no one else. My son will be my last remaining thing. And then his son wasn't like him, and his son wants to leave him. Everyone wants to leave him. Nobody likes you, Hades. I do kind of wonder, though, whether it's the misery of his job that has transformed him into this, and if he ever wasn't like this. And if so, can we fix him?
Sounds good.
I'm sorry, Thanatos.
Anything I can do to help you find your muse, mate?
I fear my muse is long since lost to me, my friend. Though truly, thanks for asking. I suppose she must be out there somewhere still.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Traveled across this land in search of her, and found her then. But that was quite a while back.
So he doesn't know to introduce them to each other because he doesn't know that they're connected. Just like he doesn't know that Patroclus is Achilles' lover. But he will hopefully piece these things together, and then we can set up these two couples, I suppose.
Wait, you found her? What happened?
So in case you aren't familiar with the legend.
Well, this was back when I was still alive, you understand. Your father, why, he doesn't care for anyone to leave this realm, and basically now I'm stuck here as well. Not seen her since, and I'm not much for travel anymore.
Can I, like, just pick you up and put you on my back?
I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for letting me know. Hope you get to see her again someday.
He's not recognizing the fact that I've got her acorn.
I appreciate the sentiment, my friend. Though please don't worry about her or me. I mean, we're dead. We're fine.
I don't know if I believe that, Orpheus. Oh, look at that!
House contractor, you did it.
Good job, house contractor. Oh, 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 oh boy, oh boy, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, this is the Zagreus X's table. Oh no, oh no. Maybe, Zagreus, you shouldn't overhear your ex-girlfriend and your ex-boyfriend talking to each other. Probably about you. Probably not good. We're gonna do this, though, because if there's one thing that Zagreus is, it is nosy.
But that was then and this is now, and we have work to do. Anyway, Than, I think we'd best continue this discussion at some other time.
She realizes that I'm here creeping on them. That was then and this is now, and we have work to do. Are they each other's exes, too?
You're interrupting private conversations, Zagreus. Leave us.
So much of the time when he can listen in on people, like, it doesn't acknowledge that he can listen in on people, or that that he is listening in, like, the people don't notice him. So I'm really glad that his ex's table did in fact realize immediately that he was there.
No, let him stay if that's what he wants. What does it matter? He's technically allowed within these halls, but he must know he isn't welcome anymore.
Meg is like, I don't even care anyway. I don't care. Look at how little I care. Oh, Meg. Meg. Yeah. Alright. Eh? What was... Oh, relax.
No time to rest.
Alright. Well, Nyx isn't here. Did I pet my doggy? Doggy isn't here. I suppose Kerberos isn't necessarily conspiring. against him.
What's the good word?
All right. Well, like, yeah, no, like Meg and Thanatos both clearly still have feelings for Zagreus, which I mean, like, honestly, can you blame them? Like, for all that he's been thoughtless to at least Thanatos and hurt them both, he's unquestionably an incredibly good-hearted person who wants to help people and do what's right for other people. He's kind, he's polite, he's gentle, like, he's funny, he's supportive, like, he's, like, I can absolutely understand why, like, no matter how angry they are with him, like, fundamentally, like, he made mistakes, he did things that hurt them, but he's still, like, fundamentally the kind of person that people would be attached to and interested in, you know? Oh, Zagreus, you heartbreaker. And, like, he cares about them, but I don't know that, like, I don't know. It's interesting look at his footsteps, even just walking. His footsteps spark. Oh, man. Okay, so a lot happened this time. Yeah, no, Zagreus is a good boy. He might be the goodest boy. Like, I really like Zagreus as a character so much. I really like this cast a lot, too. I don't draw much these days, but I might be interested in drawing some fan art or writing some stories or something like that. I really, 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 really like the characters. And I'm so excited because, like, so I love Eurydice more than I like their Orpheus. He's fine, he's charming, but he's not quite a character that I get really, really attached to. At least not yet. But as has been discussed, I definitely like and relate to it. I'm interested in Eurydice. And then, like, Achilles has been one of my favorite characters basically since I started the game. And so having met Patroclus and seeing how hopeless and depressed he is, like, I'm super invested. Like, we've got to be able to do something. Like, I know that this game is all about, like, a cycle and looping back and looping back and looping back, and, like, maybe it's kind of like Majora's Mask where, like, you can kind of change things but then it resets. Like, there's that limitation, but, like, there's got to be, like, maybe the game doesn't have character progression and that we won't see, like, characters actually, like, change or take action or whatever, but like, we have Orpheus and Eurydice have to get in touch. Like, that's not optional. Like, that they're clearly setting that up. And Achilles and Patroclus, like, we have to be able to do something with that. But Zagreus doesn't know what that is. So I like that like, we have, if we know mythology, if we know classical literature, then we know. So there's this beautiful dramatic irony in which we know when we meet Patroclus, we're like, oh. But if you don't know who he is, it doesn't tell you. And we've now had the pieces that even if we didn't know that, we might be like, Achilles talked about, like, the person, basically the guy that he loves, that he's, like, without, and then there's a guy that he won't talk about, so maybe that's the same person. But I'm really, really, like, so Zagreus will eventually, like, discover this, and because he's a meddling boy, just like a character that I would play in a tabletop RPG. By the way, if you ever play in a tabletop RPG with me, just be aware that I will collect NPCs. I collect them. I get to the bottom of their stories. I try to solve their problems and fix things for them and make friends with them. And if they're, like, super antisocial and super don't want to be friends, a lot of times that's a challenge. The most broken, sad, leave me alone person is the one that you absolutely, which Zagreus, did you see the sad, angry girl and decide that you were going to try to warm her sad, angry heart? Did you see the cold, brooding, lonely boy and decide that you were going to warm his cold, brooding, lonely heart? I bet he did. Zagreus. That's really an unhealthy way to pursue a relationship. Really, it's best, I think, to approach things a little differently. perhaps. No, that's absolutely what he did. I'm pretty sure of it. Again, I might be projecting a little bit. Oh, man. He's a fire-stepping boy. God, he's so good. I love Zagreus. So I'm very, very, very invested in the characters of this game. And as much as I feel like I mean, although this was a very good run, I feel like I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm getting any better at the game, but I'm unlocking so many conversations and tidbits and stuff, and it's very exciting. Like, I have no idea how much more content there is to get. I have no idea when I'm going to be like, yes, I have beaten Hades. Like, I don't know if, like, getting to the surface and finishing that storyline, I'll be like, oh, I'm done. Or if I'm like, oh, surely there's some stuff I can still do with this other stuff. I don't know. But I'm going to keep running. And I'm going to keep getting to know everybody. And I feel like I'm now like in the middle of the game. Like, before, I think I was still kind of at the beginning, but now I feel like I'm immersed in like the heart of the game. Like, a lot of the main pieces are on the board. Like, a lot of the main characters now have been introduced. Their conflicts are showing up. We're seeing some of the stuff with chaos and what exactly is going on there. Like, that's clearly a major plot thread that we're kind of trying to figure out. And then there's also the mystery of why is Hades not talking to anybody else. And so, like, there's these, we're beginning to see what the threads and the mysteries are, and beginning to like kind of get to know like the personalities of the characters well enough that they no longer have to like quick bite size establish them. So yeah, I like Hermes and Skelly. Hermes is the one that brought Skelly here. That has hired Skelly. Like sorry, like there's been so much else going on that like that just completely slipped my mind. Like, that's a big deal. I'm so excited. And I will say, I noticed that Hermes had a different, Hermes' gift is different than anyone else's. And if we go through and we look at all of the rest of the Olympians, all have the same kind of, like if all of their gifts do the same thing and he's the only one that doesn't, it'll be like, I see you, Hermes. I see that you're different. Yeah, Hermes did. I don't remember exactly how Zag got it into his head, but he asked Skelly. And then Skelly was like, oh, he like was like, are you working for Hermes? I don't remember why Zag decided that that Skelly was. Oh, Hermes said, hey, that's a weird tooth. That's right. Hermes commented on the tooth. And then, which of course is now why I'm like trying to think about whatever thing I have equipped, whatever relic or whatever I have equipped, who am I going to talk to with that relic so that I can try to trigger conversations like that. But yeah, so we talked to Hermes while we had Skelly's tooth, and then we came to ask Skelly about it, and Skelly was like, no, he's not really my boss. We're peers. I mean, and so then Hermes is like, I see you heard a certain rumor. Just don't pay any attention to that rumor. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Hermes. Which is great, actually, because, like, even from, like, pretty early on, I was like, okay, Hermes, I like Hermes. He's clearly trying to help me. But I wonder, like, kind of, are Hermes and Skelly trying to do their thing independently? And Nyx is trying to do her thing to save me? Like, everybody is conspiring separately or together. They want to get this boy out of here. Because he's a good boy and he deserves to be happy. I don't know, folks. There's a lot of pieces, and I feel like I've been doing an okay job of taking the pieces as I get them and braiding them together. But the big mysteries are still untouched. I'm going to think on them and see if I have any more ideas besides my like random idea that Zagreus was created through some sort of weird I'm a Greek god and can make a son out of something that belonged to Persephone, that Persephone didn't know she had a child. All of that thing that I'm still constructing, I will continue putting things on that if it looks like that might continue to be the plot. But other than that, like, I don't know what is it that made Hades turn his back on his family. Why does Zeus think that he should forgive him, and Hades thinks that that Zeus should be asking for his forgiveness, basically? Like, what is that? I don't know. And what's going on with chaos? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna try to get everything. There's a lot to get, but I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna use more, because they give you more lore if you do more things. So you're like encouraged to try to use not the same thing over and over again, because you get different conversations with people. Anyway, it's really exciting. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm gonna continue playing this game every Thursday until I feel that we are done. And then at some point, well, I guess we'll maybe play Metroid Fusion. That is kind of the vibe. Blues. Hades, my dear brother, I, Zeus, forgive you for being such a sad sack all the time. Yes. Oh, Zeus. Yeah. I don't know. And like, you know, what's going on with Dusa? I don't know. Hopefully we'll try to find out. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. As always, it has been lovely to have you here. Thank you for... Is that my computer making that whistling noise? Yes, it is. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to join the Discord, especially if you want to join the spoiler channel, so you can sit there and talk either about strategy things or like upcoming story things or character stuff or your thoughts on the things that I say. Feel free to join us there. I thank you so much. I appreciate it, folks. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm gonna see if... Is Brenneman playing right now? Because if so, we're gonna go from my Hades to his Hades. Oh no. He is not online. Oh, looks like he just went offline. Okay. Well, thank you all so much. I will see you all. Hopefully next week. Tuesday, we're going to keep playing through Suikoden 2. Wednesday, we're playing through Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. And Thursdays will, as I've said, continue to be Hades for the foreseeable future. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Take care. Be good. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And, yeah. Bye!